What's going on, guys? It's Alex or Infinite Chances, and I wanted to make a video to let you know that I won my first Summoner Skirmish over the weekend. It was pretty awesome. I played in two different ones. I played one on Saturday and then one on Sunday. The one on Saturday, I made it to the finals, but I didn't end up winning. And then the one on Sunday, I did. So it was a good experience. I did play Silver Aurora. I know. Don't hate me, but you know what? It got me the win. I needed the buy for Hartford, which is actually this weekend. So um, I did what I had to do. Anyways, I wanted to go through the deck that I used, the pricing, and basically just how the weekend went. So I made some notes on my phone. So on Saturday, it was an 8-person skirmish. There were supposed to be like 13 or something, or maybe more, 16, but a bunch of people just didn't show up. I don't know what that was about. But I did end up playing Aurora. We did 3 rounds of Swiss, and then I went to the top 4. So round 1, I won 2-0 against Ivern. Round 2, I won 2-1 against Diana. That was a tough one. And then round 3, we intentionally drew, so we'd both make it in to the finals, and that was against Irelia. So I went 2-0-1 in the Swiss, and then that had me as the top seed based on, tiebreakers and whatnot. So for the top cut match, the semifinal, I guess, if you will, I won 2-1 against Irelia. So the person that we intentionally drew, I ended up facing him in the top cut anyways, so that kind of worked out, I guess. And then the final match, I unfortunately lost 1-2 against the Diana that I had played against earlier. This guy is really good. He said he plays. I think he said he had more hours on that specific Diana deck than most people have played Riftbound. So if that's true, it showed because he played very well. Very knowledgeable about the deck and how to run it. So ultimately, I finished the event 3-1-1. I did end up getting 3 packs. I already opened them. Nothing exciting in them. I think I got Shadow, Vex's signature spell, or unit, but I think that was it. But then, because I only had one more day, I'd be able to compete to try to get a buy for Hartford. I ended up playing again the next day at a venue not too far from that one, and similar results. I went 2-1 against Ezreal. I won 2-1 against Timo, and then intentionally drew, funny enough, against the same person that I intentionally drew with the previous day. So it was very funny how that happened. I was like, oh, so now we're going to face each other in the first round of the top cut, right? But that's not what happened. This was also a 7-person skirmish that was supposed to be significantly more than that. And again, I don't know what happened. I don't know where these people were. Maybe they won skirmishes somewhere else or something. And then they were like, you know what, we don't have to play. I don't know. I don't know what their mindset was. But either way, same deck. And I'll go through that in a minute. I won 2-0 over Ezreal, 2-1 against Timo, and then the intentional draw against Irelia. So I finished 2-0-1. That again had me in first place. And then for the top cut matches, I won 2-0 against Set. And then the final was against the Timo that I faced earlier, and I won 2-1. So I finished the event 4-0-1. As for pricing for that, well, let's start with the pricing from the previous day, the Saturday. We all got the promo Rengar card. I don't have it on me. I'm packed for Hartford, so I don't have that in front of me. But we got the promo Rengar, some promo Yumis, and also got a couple of packs. So as for the finals, for winning, I got a first round bye for the regional qualifier. That'll be used this weekend. I got the champion promo Rengar trophy hunter. So let me show you that. It looks like this. All right, it's got the little champion on it. So right now, pretty sure it's significantly more than this, but either way, this is pretty cool. And also the Rengar champion playmat. And then 6 Unleashed booster packs. I ended up getting 5, and I'll explain that in a second. And I'm going to open them right here. So before we did the finals, we agreed that, and I guess this is a very common thing, where if the other person already has a buy, it doesn't really help them with anything. So we agreed, I get the buy, he'd get a playmat, and then we'd play for the Rengar. Ultimately, I ended up winning anyways, so it felt good, but he did end up getting the playmat. So that is what it is. And it was my first skirmish win. Similar thing happened the day before where the guy was asking if we wanted to basically do that same thing. But because it was my first skirmish, I really wanted to really try to prove myself and see how well I could do. Unfortunately, I didn't end up winning because of it, but it is what it is. So I didn't end up winning anything that day. But ultimately, I ended up winning. I guess I actually earned this. So kind of sucks that I don't have the playmat, but it is what it is. And then I'll go through the deck real quick, and then I will open up the packs, and then that'll be it, because I get to drive about 2 hours to Connecticut to get ready for this weekend. So, Silver Aurora, I'm running 8 body runes, 4 chaos runes. My battlefields are Aspirant's Climb, because of course you want that for Aurora. Sigil of the Storm. It's nice, so when your opponent tries to conquer, it kind of deters them a bit because they're going to end up having to recycle one of their runes. And then Forgotten Monument, it just buys you 3 turns that they can't score on that battlefield. So the chosen champion is Sivir Mercenary. I'm running 3 Flurry of Blades, 2 Gust, 3 Scryer's Bloom, 3 Stack Deck, 2 Sabotage, 1 Abandon, 1 Disposal Order, 1 Hard Bargain, 3 Mobilize, 2 Challenge, 2 Heedless Resurrection, 2 Last Rites, 3 Lunar Boon, 1 Invert Timelines, 3 Catalyst of Aeons, 1 Mind Splitter, 3 Dazzling Aurora, and 3 Elder Dragons. As for the sideboard, we have 1 Factory Recall, 1 Repulse, 2 Unyielding Spirit, Akshan, Mind Splitter, Dead Bloom Predator, and Baron Nashor. The Dead Bloom is kind of memey, because when I was first building around this deck, my buddy Andrew was basically saying Dead Bloom is not worth having in the deck, and other things. There were other suggestions and whatnot, and I really wanted it there, so out of spite, I kept it in there, and I think I did set it in once. So the deck itself is a skirmish, so I mean, I guess technically. But yeah, most of the stuff is just for facing the mirror match, other Auroras, right? You get Factory Recall to Return to Gear. These are good against Elder, Action to steal Aurora, or other gears against Azir or Irelia. Then Mind Splitter, if you really need to hand rip a bit. Baron is also good into purple decks because you don't have to worry about getting star-crossed or getting pinged by elders on play effect. So this is the deck that I used, and I plan to use for the pre-regional qualifier on Friday, which as of recording, that's tomorrow. So I guess actually by the time this is up, I'll probably be in the middle of playing that. Other than that, I think the only thing I want to do real quick was open up these packs to show you what I got. Oh yeah, and ultimately over the weekend I went 7-1-2. So it was a pretty solid weekend. So let's rip these packs. Let's see. I'll go to full screen for this. Whoa, jump scare. I just shaved pretty clean, I think. I'm sure someone's gonna roast me. Anyways, let's open the first pack. It's probably a better way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. Oh well. Sprite Burst, Arena Kingpin, Double Trouble, Turn to Dust, Kinku Initiate, Isolate, Ultra Soft Poro, Frigid Jewel, Monster Harpoon, Forgotten Library, Sprite Burst, Conscription, Diana Scorn of the Moon, and an XP Tracker. Hopefully that didn't sound terrible since I was just facing the opposite direction of the microphone. But oh well, it is what it is. Okay, that's one. Should I get through these real quick? Arena Kingpin, Skyward Strike, Ruined Rex, Prepared Neophyte, Carrion Dredger, Grim Resolve, Bewitching Spirit, Mage Seeker and Investigator, Chakram Dancer, Ripper's Bay, Shadow Watcher, Sacrifice, and Sumpworks Map. And a bird token. Okay, nothing too crazy. We got 3 more packs to go. Oh yeah, we also one of the things was it was going to be 6 packs for first place, 4 for second. We just agreed to just go 5 and 5. Towering Paraphant, Voodoo Apprentice, Moonlight Affliction, Revna the Lore Keeper, Hunter's Machete, Megatusk, Crimson Pigeons, Enthusiastic Promoter, Black Flame Altar, Disposal Order, Flurry of Feathers, Pike Blood Harbor Ripper, and Keeper of Masks, with a Chaos Rune in the back. 2 packs remaining. We have Sharkwing, Shadow Watcher, Eclipse, Star-Crossed, Vandal Soldier, Dragon Soul Sage, Evershade Stalker, Gentle Gem Dragon, Back Off, Starspring, Mr. Root, Smoke and Mirrors, Curtain Call, and a Reflection Token. Right, if there are any Djinn enjoyers, Curtain Call. It's a pretty fun spell. Too bad it can get defied, which is rather unfortunate, especially if you pay the repeat costs. And the final pack. Vault Breaker, Frisky Hunter, Spectral Centaur, Towering Combatant, Walking Roost, Black Rose Dignitary, Hunter's Machete, Existential Dread, Gardens of Becoming, Flurry of Feathers, Gardens of Becoming Hollow, Katarina Reckless, Jin Virtuoso, and a Body Rune. Not the craziest packs, but I'm not upset because we didn't have to pay for them. Well, I mean, technically, enter fee, if you will. But, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I think this was the tab I was on. Yep. Oh, something else to note. Of all the matches that I played over the weekend for the skirmishes, let's see. Aside from the Ivern, all of the decks I played against were either purple, green, or purple and green. Oh, sorry, and the set was also not. But yeah, there was a lot of purple, and purple's a rough matchup, just in general, but also for Aurora because of the Star-Crossed. The purple-blue decks, they've got turned to dust. There was a lot of stuff that made it difficult for me. Thankfully, though, I just happened to have better luck throughout the games, and yeah, it worked out for me. So I'm happy to get my first skirmish win. This is the deck I'm going to use for the pre-regional qualifier on Friday. And then I'm going to be probably going for the Best of Garen, which will also be an Aurora deck. But I have won games with it without playing Aurora. So any anti-Aurora players, it's just know that it is what it is. Okay, you know what? Get good, find the out. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for this video. After Hartford, I'm going to upload what my experience was like there, some of the expectations I had, and all that. And yeah, ultimately, just hopefully it's a fun time. So if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.